Now going up against Shenandoah B, if they're able to do that, then they are in a perfect position here to go to the grand finals and potentially win the whole thing in this inaugural season for the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference. Underway here in Game 1. GW on the blue side. Shenandoah once again on that lucky orange side. The same side that Shenandoah A beat George Mason A on just moments ago. They're trying to see if orange is the good luck side here in the playoffs.
Yeah, for the GW side, all of these players have been impressive throughout the particular season that we just saw play out, John. But in particular, at least in the quarterfinals, Scheme ending up being a huge player for them, finding some amazing save opportunities. And once again, it felt like hat trick after hat trick being put up game after game from Scheme. We'll see if he can bring that same energy today. But if he doesn't, Stangle and Stick have shown us Sticks have shown us that they can score quite a bit as well, make those saves when necessary. Everyone really so talented on the GW side, and that goes over to the Shenandoah side as well. Gingy, Romeo, and Jax are better, all showing us potential throughout the season, showing us they can score, showing us they can find those saves. It feels like between these two teams, there isn't really a set player. Like we talk about Shenandoah A, where Red is really that goaltending player. Gingy coming in and showing us they're going to go ahead and put a score up on the board nice and early in this one. Just about a minute 15 in, and that first goal is on the board.
And GW's already getting those butterflies in their stomach. This is exactly how it started for Shenandoah A against Mason. Does history repeat itself? George Washington is hoping it does not, but Shenandoah trying to prove they are the elite university for Rocket League, and Scheme. That ball is just going to bounce in. They tie it up just seconds later here, 3:42 to go, all even at 1.
Just as we mentioned, Scheme showing us in the quarterfinals, he's very capable of scoring time and time again. Yes, Shenandoah scores first, but Scheme pulls one back just seconds later.
Already off to a great start here in this best-of-5 semifinal matchup. Sticks looks to play the ball back in. Jax are better again with the save. Now looking to go the other way, looking for the counter. Goes the distance. It's Gingy striking again. 2 goals for Shenandoah B, and they're up by 1 with 3:30 to go.
Jax are better, getting a touch on there, making sure that save was secured, and then Gingy getting on the end of it right around midfield, sends it right toward goal. No GW player in the vicinity to clear it out, as Shenandoah takes that lead up by 1, 3:30 left to go here in Game 1.
Jax are better back through midfield. They are putting that pressure on. And the shot coming in from Gingy almost had the hat trick. Stangle is there. Romeo shot near post, just off target. Jax are better, keeps the pressure on. Gingy, the shot from the side of wall. Scheme with the save. That was a tough angle shot. Gingy looking to go back in. GW will get the clearance out through midfield. Now it's Sticks looking to go the other way. Ball played into the corner, gets demoed just as he picks up that full boost. Scheme shot turned aside by Romeo. Sticks will play it back in. Approaching the halfway mark here in Game 1. It's a 1-goal game in favor of Shenandoah B. Jax are better along the sidewall. Gingy will come in to aid, plays the ball up and around. Sticks is there. Plays it up towards the ceiling and he tries to get the clearance, but Romeo will play it back in. Looks to go up in the air, looks to play it off the backboard. Scheme will intercept and drop it back down. Jax are better is there. Couldn't get that centering feed. Now looking to go the other way. Scheme picks it up. All alone, all 3 players for Shenandoah back, and that's going to be an easy turn away for now until the rest of GW shows up to keep that ball in. Sticks now retreating back onto defense, picks up full boost. Plays the ball over to Stangle, but it's intercepted by Jax are better. Keeps it in the zone, looking to continue. The shot sneaks under the crossbar and in. Romeo makes it 3-1 for Shenandoah B.
Really nice shot here from Romeo. Jax are better putting it down initially. Stangle getting not really credited for the save because it doesn't quite go on goal, but Romeo getting right behind that smoke cloud of the demolition and sending that ball right toward goal. Whether GW saw it or not, we're not 100% sure, but we did see it go in regardless. That's a 3-1 lead for Shenandoah. 2 minutes left to go here in Game 1.
Back through midfield. Jax are better plays the ball into the corner. Scheme towards that back wall. Now backtracking into their defensive end. Shenandoah looking to threaten some more. GW looking to clear their ball out of their defensive end. Now back through midfield. The shot coming in for Shenandoah goes wide. Picked up by Six, looking for the clearance. Scheme will help. Plays it into the corner. Takes Jaxar better, and then Gingy out. It's a double demolition. A slight advantage for GW if they can hold on to possession, but they can't. That double demo, which would have helped out quite a bit, go down as no goal, no nothing, no attack. Just had to retreat back on defense, an unlucky bounce. 1 minute to go, down by 2. This GW team that is undefeated in the regular season. Along the side wall, Sticks looking to play it back in. 45 seconds to try to find 2 goals. Gingy with the clearance, has the distance to go, and Gingy gets the hat trick. It is 4-1 for Shenandoah B.
John, I feel like we're echoing. We said it last game. The Shenandoah teams have shown so much improvement throughout the course of the season. But again, another undefeated team, another, I believe it was a 4-1 scoreline in game 1 of Shenandoah A up against George Mason A as well. These Shenandoah teams are just coming out and being ravenous when it comes to goal scoring today, showing how hungry they are to come out with wins, and so far it's working quite well.
Just over 30 seconds to go. 3 goals, that's 10 seconds a goal. GW, that's a tall order to do. You have only scored 1 goal all game long. May just be better to put game 1 behind you. You'll be down in the series. I mean, this was not a performance that we expected from this GW team. Again, credit to Shenandoah B for showing that growth week in and week out through the regular season into the playoffs. This is not the same Shenandoah team we saw just weeks ago. They have put in the work, and it looks good here in game 1.
Now, we did mention it before. GW is the only team to go to a best-of-5 and end up with a reverse sweep. Now, they're not in that situation as of yet. Yes, that goal does end up just shy, but it doesn't matter. Shenandoah with a dominant win there in game 1. Just as we saw with Shenandoah A, their brother or sister team over there against GMUA. So far, they're writing on the wall once again for this series. We'll see if it continues on this pace, though. Again, just touching on GW, they were the only team to go to a best-of-5. They were the only team to pull off a reverse sweep in a best-of-5 so far this year. They're not in that situation as of yet, but we could end up getting there if Shenandoah can continue to pour on this pressure like they did here in game 1.
Yeah, that was definitely the start if you're Shenandoah B. That's exactly what you wanted to see coming out here against this GW team. You have GW on the ropes. I mean, they're responding the same way Mason did in that game 1. We'll see how GW bounces back. All the pressure is on GW. Everyone expects GW to be the favorite here. So Shenandoah is like, hey, we're just going to show up, and we're just going to play our best Rocket League. We're just going to play like the way we know how to. The pressure is not on our shoulders. We are the underdog. And they're coming out and playing like there's nothing weighing on their chest, and they're taking it to GW.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a dominant Game 1 performance. But GW is not going to sleep silently, John. We know they're very capable of scoring. We talked about it with Scheme. Scheme, I believe, was one of the highest goal scorers when it came to those quarterfinal matches in general. So I still expect quite a few goals coming out for the side of GW. Stengel with a very nice shot there, but it does get turned away.
GW looking to press here early. Try to see what kind of response they have after dropping game 1. Game looks to play it back around. Strong defense from Shenandoah. Not out of danger yet. Jaxar Bear trying to get around. Will get a touch onto that ball. Dix will play it back in. Now it's Scheme looking to drop down. Centering feed. Just wide. Great opportunity for GW to take the early lead as Stengel takes Romeo out. Dix back on defense. Scheme will play it back in. Long range shot turned aside by Gingy. Not out of danger yet. Sticks comes flying in. Gingy with another save will play the ball into the corner where Jaxar Better picks it up. Scheme now back through midfield. Plays it back in. Has Stengel. Looks to drop it down. No other player for GW pressed up. Looks like everyone was going out to collect boost to make that attack work. Stengel back in. Scheme on the other end. Doesn't get there. Gingy intercepts and looks to go the other way. Stengel whips around, able to get control of the ball, plays it back into the corner, the centering feed over to Scheme. Not quite where he wanted, but now it's a great opportunity. Comes back down, falls between 2 Shenandoah players. Approaching the 3-minute mark, no goals as of yet. Gingy back in the defensive end for Shenandoah as GW is looking to try to open up scoring here. Ball played back in. Dix is there into the corner. Stengel, the shot turned aside by Gingy. Now Romeo with full boost along the sidewall gets taken out from behind by Stengel. Ball dropping down, intercepted. Jax are better, looking to go the other way. It's going to go all the way in. Jax are better. 3 seconds before the halfway mark opens up the scoring, and it's Shenandoah in the lead.
Yeah, Six trying to clear that one out, send it midfield to a teammate, but instead finds Jax are better, and Jax shows why he's better. Comes out, finds the goal, kicks things off for the scoring. Shenandoah up 1-0, 2:33 left to go in game 2.
Game back into the corner. Jax are better with the save. Under 2:20 to go. Looking for more. The drop down shot off the backboard. That is a textbook goal by Jax are better. Makes it 2-0 for Shenandoah B.
They did just finish studying for finals, John, and this one coming straight out of that textbook, as you said, going up and sending it back down. Scheme not able to find the save there as Jax are better tacks on a second. 2-0, 2:15 left to go here, and Shenandoah finding a lead once again.
GW down by 2. Just over 2 minutes to go. Ball played in deep. Genji and Romeo there. They're looking for more. Some say the best defense is more offense. And Genji looking to go in as well, but GW will get the clearance. Romeo plays it back into the corner. That's going to be a centering feed. Bounces back in, and Styx is there. Finds Stengel, just couldn't get a strong enough touch on it to get it on frame. Genji back in, Stengel with the interception. Ball still pinned in deep. Jax are better putting that pressure on. Romeo will have to backtrack onto defense. Slowed down a little bit. That's good positioning by him. Keeps that ball from a clean entry. Scheme with a chance. Turned away by Jax are better. Perfectly played. Not let that ball drop down. Now Styx looking near post. Genji is there. Doesn't even have to jump off the ground. Keeps it there. And it looks to go the distance on the post. Stengel gets back in time. Genji looking for another goal. This Shenandoah team, with just over a minute to go, still up by 2 and looking to advance in this series to a 2-0 lead if they can hold on to the lead.
John, these Shenandoah teams are just coming out so fierce, continuing to find ways to get shots off time and time again. Scheme is trying everything he can to get a shot. Stengel the same way. Six as well, but in the end it is Romeo scoring, Shenandoah scoring once again. 3-0, 48 seconds left to go, and it's been everything Shenandoah here. Yes, GW is getting shots off, but the only one scoring goals is Shenandoah.
Like how Jax are better thought about sneaking in there, getting that last touch, but go ahead and give a little love to Romeo. Beautiful little redirect mid-air makes it 3-0 for Shenandoah B. Ball into the corner. Styx just feathering. The drop-down shot is going to be wide. Now it's Genji clearing it back out. Stengel just past midfield. Romeo back in off the backboard. Can't get the drop down. The follow-up. Jax are better. Can't get it on target. Near post still. Scheme finally gets the clearance for GW. Down by 3 with 20 seconds to go. Jax are better back towards midfield. The shot coming back in. GW just can't find the back of this goal. They've had 5 minutes to do so and have come up empty on every attempt. And Shenandoah has been an absolute monster in this series. As soon as that ball hits down, Scheme off the backboard, hits the ground, and Shenandoah moves up to a 2-0 lead in the series. They move to match point here in game 3. This undefeated George Washington team may not be undefeated for much longer.
Yeah, all tied up in shots as well. Both sides putting up 5 shots apiece. In the end, it's the Shenandoah side finding those goals, though, finding those more effective shots. Whether it comes down to goalkeeping or not, the angles were falling the way of Shenandoah, and they get the job done once again. Not up by 1, but up by 2. And again, an undefeated team backs against the wall. GMU was not able to get it done in the earlier series. We'll see if GW has the magic to turn things around.
Now, if history is deemed to repeat itself here, okay, George Mason did take the Game 3 win after they went down 2-0. So if we're going based upon that, GW should take a Game 3 win. But I will say the only big difference here is that I feel like Mason showed a little bit more life in those 2 games they ended up dropping here. GW really struggled to get anything going there in Game 1 or in Game 2, held absolutely scoreless in Game 2, and really feels like any chance they had to go on the attack, just didn't work for him.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing in their credit is they are tying the shots of Shenandoah. They're keeping right up there in the shot count for both those games. But effectiveness of those shots has definitely been in favor of Shenandoah. And overall, pretty low shots in general. You're seeing 10 shots come across for this game. Usually, both these teams very capable of scoring a lot more. GW in particular, sometimes we even see that many goals being scored from them multiple games. So being held as well as Shenandoah is holding them defensively has been super effective for Shenandoah coming out on top in these first two games.
Yeah, absolutely. So GW is going to have to go back to the drawing board with their backs against the wall. They need to find a different way of playing this game if they're going to try to find their way back into this. Again, their backs against the wall, dropping game 1 and game 2. It is a best-of-5 series. One game is all Shenandoah B needs to force an all-Shenandoah University grand final here in the first ever Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference Championship for Rocket League. I mean, this is going to be an absolute beast of a game. GW, all the pressure is on them. They have to find a way to claw back into the series. And Joey, I'm gonna be honest. If I don't see any if I don't see any changes made on their play style, I just don't see how they find any way back in this.
Yeah, I think coming into today, if you did not attend Shenandoah University as either an alum or a current student, I don't think you had this on your bingo card. An all Shenandoah final going up against 2 undefeated teams, one of them already following, a second one now looking at a reverse sweep to even stay alive in this tournament. Shenandoah has just been phenomenal so far today. And again, through game 1 and 2, Shenandoah B just showing that same prowess that we saw from Shenandoah A, and that potency is definitely there to close this series out in 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And if Shenandoah does pull this off, the Shenandoah marketing department or the Shenandoah admissions department needs to pull this tape and start using this as a marketing campaign to pull more gamers into Shenandoah, because this is an absolute masterpiece being put on by the university. I mean, this is just a fantastic play from both Shenandoah A and Shenandoah B. Again, just 5 minutes away from possibly an all Shenandoah grand final here at the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference.
Definitely a way to boost those enrollees when it comes to the esports side. We see boost being picked up here in Rocket League and some nice shots getting off nice and early here, but Shenandoah on their way to a potential 3-0 victory. We'll see if they can get the job done here as we have loaded into game 3.
Romeo into the corner. Teams stay on the same color, so GW on the blue, Shenandoah on that lucky orange side. Joey, I do have to ask, though, if it is a Shenandoah grand final, who has the orange side? Who gets the good luck?
Yeah, it's a great question. Top seed, probably. I don't know if it comes down to goal differential. In that case, we'll have to see what the tournament organizer has in mind. But for now, looking at a nice little start for Shenandoah, getting some shots off here early. No goals falling as of yet.
Yeah, Stengel trying to put that pressure on. GW cannot afford another slow start. Jacks are better in the corner. Ball gets picked off by Sticks. Romeo will play it back in. Jacks are better. We'll have to wait a little bit to respawn there. He gets demoed from behind. Game looking for that clearance, but Jacks are better. Fresh off that respawn, comes in, Sticks with the save. Gets it over Genji. Looks to go in. Brings it down in a beautiful last-second redirection. It's going to be Stengel striking first for GW.
Yeah, Sticks putting this one up nice. Nice little rotation in the air. Gets a double tap on that. Drops it down to teammate Stengel, who goes right over the defensive Shenandoah as GW puts one up on the board first. Now up 1-0, 3:45 left to go in game 3.
GW is having the start they needed. They needed to score first. They need to feel good about going into game 3. Now they have the lead. Can they hold on to it? One thing is for sure, they will definitely need more than one goal to keep Shenandoah B away. Sticks will play it back in. Stengel is there in the corner. Jacks are better going up, applying that defense. Not out of danger yet. Sticks plays it back in. Genji with the intercept into the corner. Looks for that clearance. Ball played back in, and a beautiful save by Jacks are better. Stengel was looking to even that one up.
Stengel almost had the angle there, but in the end, Jacks are better, finds the save, able to push it back out. Another shot on goal, followed by another shot on goal, but GW getting turned away by Shenandoah.
Game shot down, and Jacks are better with another clutch save. Not out of danger yet. GW looking to add more onto the scoreboard. Romeo off the side wall will play it in. Stengel with the intercept. Can't get it out. Jacks are better. The floater just too high. Romeo back in. Find the car of Scheme. Genji into the corner, the centering feed. Stengel going up. Shot from Romeo, not on target. Gingy will play back in. Jax are better is there. Shot back post. Hits the post. The follow-up from Romeo. All even at 1 apiece with 2:09 to go. Shenandoah is not going to lose this game quietly.
Gingy setting it up initially, then Jax are better, and then where art thou, Romeo, right in front of goal to turn that one back in, tying things up 1-1, 2:09 left to go here. Shenandoah looking at trying to close this out in 3. They have the equalizer, but GW's not going to go down easy.
Ball along the side wall. GW held on to that lead for quite a while. Shenandoah B showing that they're able to bounce back, and Jax are better looking to take the lead. Scheme with the clutch save on the goal line keeps it all even at 1 apiece with under 2 minutes to go. Six looking for the clearance back through midfield. Scheme back to the side wall. Takes the drop down shot. Jax are better with the save. Now Gingy through midfield, intercepted by Scheme, plays it back into the corner. Looks to slow it down. Jax are better just all over the field. Gingy looking for the clearance. Stengel will play it back in. Strong defense from both of these teams has resulted in a low-scoring affair here in Game 3. Romeo with another great save. Tix trying to apply that pressure. One minute to go, all even at 1 apiece. Jax are better with the ball in their own defensive end. Gingy looking for the clearance. Romeo, the follow-up. Sticks will try to clear. Romeo will keep it back in. 40 seconds to go. Here in Game 3, it is a 2-0 lead for Shenandoah B against the undefeated George Washington University.
Undefeated, but losing 2 games so far today. Scheme saying not going down just yet, though. Pulling one back here, 2-1, 30 seconds left. GW still down by 1, though, John. They got to find another goal to equalize here in the final 30 seconds.
Nice 2-1 lead for GW. Shenandoah has 30 seconds left to try to tie this one up. Again, no pressure really on Shenandoah right now. If they end up losing this game, they're still up 2-1 in the series and still on match point. All the pressure still on GW to hold. We'll see if GW is able to hold on. Gingy through the side wall. Scheme looks to keep it in. 5 seconds to go. Gingy keeps the ball in the air. Ball is still alive until it hits the ground, and it will, and GW will win Game 3 and make it a 2-1 series lead now for Shenandoah. GW not going home quietly. They are putting up a massive fight here in Game 3. A lot on the line for them. They're still on match point for Shenandoah, so GW needs to win another one to force Game 5. They will need to pull off the reverse sweep if they're looking to punch their ticket into the grand finals to take on Shenandoah A. But this GW team putting up some fight here in Game 3.
Absolutely. Winning Game 3 is pulling that broom out, making that potential of the reverse sweep possible. We saw GMU try to do it in the initial series. They weren't able to get the job done after that Game 3 victory. GW might have other plans, though. Scheme coming on hot at the end there. Stengel getting some nice shots off. And, of course, Sticks contributing as well. Some beautiful saves and passes. So we'll see if GW has enough to get it done here in Game 4. Back still against the wall as Shenandoah does lead that series 2-1.
Game 4, still match point for Shenandoah. Romeo with the clearance. Picks up full boost, has a chance here, goes on the attack. Jax are better is there. Stengel with the save. Gingy will play it back in. Ball intercepted on that centering feed, and the ball gets cleared out for GW. Now looking to go on the attack. Ball off the side wall. Sticks is there, looks to play it in. On the goal line, and Gingy spreading his wings, keeping that ball out, keeping this at 0-0. Romeo back in for Shenandoah. Jax are better, keeps that ball on the side wall, but now finally cleared. GW looking to go on the attack. Romeo assisting with the clearance, can't get the ball fully out, now does through midfield. Takes a harsh bounce off the ceiling, the ball goes in just high over the crossbar. A dangerous clearance, now Romeo's gonna have to backtrack on the defense. Six looks to play it back in. Now Shenandoah picks the ball off. It's Gingy in the corner. Jax are better is there, puts the ball just shy of being on frame. Light tap, couldn't turn into a good centering feed. Still 0-0, just over 3 minutes to go here in game 4.
0-0, but GW showing us more shots than we've seen throughout most of this series, finding ways to go offensive up against Shenandoah after that Game 3 victory. So showing some of that potency that we want to see from them if they're going to get a reverse sweep done, but Shenandoah turning it right back on them as Stengel gets a great save.
All going back and forth. Great saves from both teams, great defensive plays. Very defensive-minded game so far. Neither team able to crack that scoreboard as of yet. Genji drops the ball back down, tries to bounce it over the last defender. Styx gets the save. Jax are better looking for that top corner. Can't get it. Genji will pick the ball back up towards midfield. This one is so close halfway through game 4. Several chances for great goals. And Styx with another great save. Looking to go the other way. Stengel is wide open and will bury it in the back of Shenandoah's net, makes it 1-0 for GW.
Nice heads-up box-to-box play there from Stengel, not needing to put anything fancy on it, just takes the simple dribble from his own end to the opposing end, finds that first goal of Game 4 here, 2:19 left to go, GW in the lead.
Joey, it just kills me to see that that's our first goal. With how many great shots we have seen and all the amazing saves we have seen, it was just really a long rebound turned in a box-to-box wide open goal for our first score. Regardless, finally a goal on the board. But man, it's just ironic that that's the way the scoring is opened here in this game.
The magic of an effective counterattack, but Romeo might give you a fancier one here as he drops it below the crossbar, ties things up, 1:56 left to go, and we are all tied at 1.
Romeo did not want that lead for GW to last too long. They have evened it up, and Shenandoah with under 2 minutes to go. That pressure putting it back onto GW. Romeo back through midfield, taking it slow. Looking for Jax are better, but Scheme will fly up and over. Gingy back on defense. And the shot back post from Scheme. Slowed the game down a little bit, but regardless, able to find the back of the net. It's 2-1 for GW.
Yeah, I don't know if there's miscommunication here or what happened. It looks like Gingy or Jax are better. Romeo is in the vicinity as well. I thought one of them was going to be able to pull off that save with how slow the pace was going there, but in the end, Scheme plotted it out and found a way to get that ball in the back of the net. 2-1, GW back in the lead, 1:35 to go.
Jax are better plays the ball back in. Styx will intercept the follow-up just too high and wide. Shenandoah down by 1. First GW lead didn't last too long. Shenandoah looking to make that lead evaporate once again. Jax are better to the side wall. Looking for that shot, tucks it under the crossbar, and we're even at 2 with 1:10 to go.
Look at this clinical shot coming out. Jax are better, takes it off the wall, the initial tap, then goes back in on it. I believe it's Styx. Yeah, it is. Styx goes up for it, but a little miscommunication as Stengel goes in as well. The ball not touched, and in the end, Shenandoah finds the equalizer.
Gingy back through midfield, just unable to hold on to it. Jax are better now back in the defensive end. 1 minute to go. All even at 2. Styx plays it back in for GW, looking to get that lead back. Had 2 leads twice here in this game, and they get their third. 48 seconds to go. GW back on top.
Scheme with a clutch goal. We saw it in the divisional round. We see it again here. Jax are better trying to clear this one out. Scheme has a better idea. Sends it back on frame. Ends up making it past both defenders. And in the end finds the lead. 3-2, 48 seconds left to go here in Game 4.
Joey, I don't think I'm having any nails after this. I'm biting my nails like crazy. It's such a great back and forth game here in Game 4 of the semifinals between these two teams. It's been absolutely fantastic watching both of these teams to see where they started and where they've ended up here in the semifinals. It's been an absolute blast to watch and call. This game and this entire league is fantastic, and we are 30 seconds away from possibly heading to a Game 5.
Absolutely, some phenomenal Rocket League coming out from both these teams. The aggression coming out, the defensive maneuvers coming out. They've been so effective so far. We'll see if they can get it done here in the final 15.
15 seconds. Shenandoah has a chance. Sticks back on defense. A great clearance for GW. Stengel tries to put the ball on frame. 5 to go. That ball stays in the air. Shenandoah has a chance and does try to keep up. The ball goes all the way back and it goes in. Oh my gosh! I think that was off a GW car. It's tied at 3. We're heading to overtime.
Romeo with the quick turn in mid, grabs that boost, knocks into Scheme, and in the end, it is Scheme scoring that goal. A nice pull shot coming out from Romeo, ties things up, forces that OT.
Oh, Joey, my heart can't take it anymore. It's all tied at 3 apiece. Next goal wins. So much is on the line. Oh my goodness, GW was so close.
And such great stories either way. If you see Shenandoah win, GW, another undefeated team, will fall today. If you see GW, they force a Game 5, the only team to pull off a reverse sweep in the MAEC so far.
Ball back to the side wall. Gingy picks it up for Shenandoah, tries to put the ball on frame. Romeo was there. The ball cleared back out. GW looking to go on the attack. Off the back wall, sends it up and around. It's going to drop down in front of goal. Scheme able to get the clearance out, still not out of danger. Jackstar better looking to play off the back post. It is Romeo for Shenandoah, and they have done it. It is an all Shenandoah grand final.
I hope Juliet was watching because Romeo comes up the hero today, John. 4-3. The Shenandoah side, we saw it with Shenandoah A. We see it again here with Shenandoah B. Not only a victory, but taking down an undefeated team in doing so. 3-1 victories for both Shenandoah sides. Shenandoah B going to meet their sister school in the finals.
Joey, both undefeated teams have fallen here in the playoffs. You know what they say in traditional sports? The record means absolutely nothing in the regular season once you get to the playoffs. It is in